Hi, Cancer Seekers. Okay. I'm working with the Vice Versa Tarot. It has two sides. First card out, Two of Cups. So you are dealing with someone. It's a start. It doesn't mean it's a new person in your life, although it could be, of course, but the romance aspect of it is a start. And the unknown factor of it is not scary to you, which is big to say, right? You're okay with the taking it step by step, doing one thing at a time, properly, and picking up a little bit like of a courtship that is by the book, not like in a bad way, quite the opposite, in ways of like, yeah, we talk on a certain frequency, we talk frequently. I mean, I'm so used to saying frequency and it's the same meaning, so. Meeting every X days, whatever. It's like, it's all happening simple and positive and fluid, and maybe that's the thing that gives you a sense of safety and ease within it and serenity. Like, okay, there's a certain consistent rhythm to this, so it keeps the anxiety out the door. I'm picking up on a level of trust being made right now. This is beautiful energy. Seven of Swords. So either you or this person, one of you, is doing something behind the other person's back, dealing with certain things that they're not telling you about or you're not telling them about. And the person who's doing this is telling themselves, oh, it's okay, it's just a start. I don't have to share these things with this person. I don't have to tell them about this. You know, giving themselves moral reasoning. King of Wands, Knight of Wands, Three of Wands, Page of Wands, and Four of Cups. That's a lot of fire. A lot of fiery characters. Page, Knight, and King. And then Three of Wands. I think there's three people here. With the Four of Cups. Cancer, you might either have three people that you're dealing with and you yourself are trying to figure out how to work around it. You might be telling yourself, oh, it's just to start with each of them so I can, you know, like the dating process or something like that. And I think some of you are in a position where you feel like you've been played so many times or have been on the other side so many times, and you tell yourself, okay, why should I be the sucker? Why should I be the only one who's loyal from the start? I should be allowed to explore and to see what's best for me. And I think you're doing that because that's what you think will help you establish your sense of dignity and worth and value. Yeah, I need to see what's best for me. So, but bottom line, I don't think it's not who you are. Four of Cups. It just makes you feel It's like you just want that one person to invest in and to give your and to open up to and give it an honest try, right? And then if it works, to continue. If it doesn't work, to end it. But you're not comfortable with that dynamic of, like dating sites where you have 3 dates a week and different people, and it's like it has become the norm in a way. But I think you still have a vision of like something romantic and sweet and true and mutual, and it's just you're trying to play that game or align yourself with the times, but it's just not. Cancer, you are beautiful as you are. You don't have to do something that doesn't feel natural to you. Okay, and you will find someone who feels the same. I know that doesn't make it easier, but so one person is like very serious and very willing to commit and is looking for something, serious and real. Another person is just exploring the world. It's not just you, they're just exploring the world, and like there might be like um, a temporary adventure. Um, Another person does want something true eventually, but they're not in a hurry for that to happen right now. They want to also explore, but they'll might be in your this person might stay in your life possibly on and off for a while, or you'll date a little bit, but then you'll stay friends or something like that. So amongst these people, the King of Wands, obviously the one that faces us, is the one that is most. Give the most attention to the person who gives you most attention. Make it if you want reciprocity, play to the reciprocity. Because connecting with this person and connecting with that person and talking to them and talking to them, it's like it keeps you emotionally it emotionally what's the word, depleted. Your water, if you do the fire thing of like here and there and there and there and there and there and there, you're going to be fumed out of yourself. Show me more, please, for Cancer for April. Welcome to the Existential Shift. My name is Morgane, if you're new. Nice to meet you. Show me more about this, please, for Cancer. Cancer seekers. The Lovers. This is more than just a choice in love, Cancer. For you, this is a choice of the path. You got to own up to how you truly are, what your nature is in love and life, and just go with it without feeling like it's hurting you or isn't modern enough, whatever I'm picking up on, or like your path, the way you are wired, is leading you to true love, is leading you to spiritual love. It's leading you to, the one and only. It is. So, first of all, it creates a longer path, right? It means it does take longer. And that's okay. If you choose to have something so deep and so meaningful and so spiritual, then it requires possibly being alone for a while. But I do see someone very special in your life right now with this Two of Cups. Just don't confuse yourself. there is someone who really desires you, like really desires you. They want you, and they're looking straight at you. Like they are not confused. They are not wondering. I think you've gotten so used to saying people saying one thing, doing the other, being shady. It's like the feeling of someone just looking straight at you and being direct and telling you what they want and how they want and being present and then saying something and then actually following through with it. It might bewilder you a little bit because it's very much you, you know? Also, you might be dealing with a group of people that you feel kind of not entirely belong to, like just different elements, different way of thinking. It's like seemingly on paper it's supposed to be fun and adventurous and creative and inspiring, but then you constantly feel like the odd bird, like you don't exactly belong in the dynamic. And I see you kind of taking some moments this month, figuring out where you belong and where you want to belong, and possibly making a decision to move away from this dynamic to find the dynamic that is more for you. Ace of Pentacles, absolutely. And you'll be spot on. Instead of going against your nature and instead of trying to mold yourself into an environment that isn't for you, once you accept yourself with love and appreciation, once you honor who you truly are, then it becomes way easier for you to find an environment, a partnership that honors you for who you are. And it's just fluid and it's just easy and it's just working. No resistance. Six of Swords. Yeah, I see you guys moving away from one dynamic and going into another. I think this can also be symbolic, like you're done with certain type of relationship and connections, and you're just generally in your life like looking for a different type of interaction and feel. I think you're willing to just own up to who you truly are and just go search for your place in the world. There's a sense of a journey, of an adventure, almost a pilgrimage, I want to say. Which is interesting because at the bottom of the deck we have the Hierophant. So this could be an actual pilgrimage, you know, traveling or journeying, or either by geography or by spirit, to the place that you belong to, you know, owning up to what you truly believe. What is your faith, for example? Be it spiritual faith or just what is your kind of relationship? What is your love language? What are you looking for? Maybe you're old school. Maybe you want things the way they were. Maybe you don't want to be an independent woman. Maybe you do want someone to open the door for you and pick up the tab and, I don't know, put their coat on a puddle so you can walk and not make your feet wet. Whatever. It's okay. It's okay. I think partnership works when two people know what they want. And if it works together, then it works. That's it. There's no right and wrong. Find a person that wants to do these things. It's just an example. It could be anything else, but find that person who wants to open the door for you, who wants to pick up the tab. Does that make sense? If you're a guy and you can't for the life of you cook, and you want someone who would prefer to stay home, take care of the kids, cook, and so on while you are out at work, you know, the conventional, stereotypical hubby and wifey. There are women who would love to do that. There's no right and wrong. Freedom is doing whatever you feel like you want to do, and then also the freedom to change. Right? Maybe you wanted something so far, now you want something different. It's all okay. Just figure out What is your truth? Who are you? What do you believe in? And go get it. But you can't find it unless you know what it is you're looking for, or if you're not willing to admit to yourself what it is that you're looking for. I do see a commitment of some sort towards the end of the month. I think it's a very big love commitment. Two of Cups, Lovers, Ace of Pentacles. It can very much so be a path in life, and it could be a spiritual faith of some kind, but it might even be intertwined somehow. This could be marriage. Now, obviously, these are general readings, so it won't apply to possibly most of you, but for some of you, absolutely, and for some of you, it will just reflect in a commitment, because you finally stop playing a role that you're not. And you're just saying it like this. This is what I want. This is what I need. Can you give that to me? Six of Wands, and I think they will. Hold on. Four of Pentacles and Temperance. Yeah, there's definitely a sense of coming together, a union, a contract, a commitment. But this person here, there's something to do with their finances and how they like to manage their finances. Like they might tell you something like, I don't want to combine bank accounts, or it's important to me that I know you have good financial foundation because I don't want someone who's absolutely reliant on me. Like it's like someone needs to know certain things about the other one, in order to feel safe in the dynamic. And if I mean, I know it sounds funny, it sounds like a business transaction, but I think it's really important when you grow up. It's really important to be able for two people to be able to have a conversation of what matters to them, what's important to them, and set like general vision to what it is they want in life and how to see that it actually works. Because you need to love one another, but you also need to get along and kind of try to prevent as much as possible, arguments that aren't necessary. So if you make those decisions in advance, then it alleviates a lot of the pressure and a lot of question marks, and it's just clear, I see a very mature decision between two people to come together, and I see like serious conversations of how it can look like. This is what I need, this is what you need. Also, romance aside, I'm seeing some sort of a peace treaty, some sort of coming together. I don't know if it's between two organizations, two businesses, two work partners, but there is some sort of work partnership that you're possibly negotiating the terms, and it's working well. One side might be a little bit too rigid and protective, like they'll want to add some clause in the contract to make sure that they're safe. I think they've been burned. This could be you, but it will work out. You will reach a resolution, an agreement. This could be you freelancing in some sort of organization, and there's a lot of things that need to be set in advance, a lot of terms. This seems to be the month of contracts for you, Cancer, both between you and both in romance and in work. But it all seems to turn out pretty positive. Okay, let's rearrange and see what else I can come up with, and then I'll reshuffle and show you your extended for love. We will focus on the love aspect of this reading. We'll see how things unfold between you and your person of interest for April. But first, okay, so 1, 2, 1, 7. These are the court cards. Guys, for those of you who are studying tarot or tarot readers, whether you're beginner or advanced, the court cards can serve some of the most challenging aspect in a reading to read. They can mean so many things. In my Tarot Masterclass Bunkai, which you'll find below on Vimeo, I give a very, very specific, in-depth classes on the court cards, and I really explain them and how to approach them, and I really dissect it. And I also explain what their bigger meaning in a reading and in life is. They have connections to Kabbalah as well, and to the astrological zodiac signs, of course. So for those of you who are interested, you can obviously take my entire class. I recommend it very much so if you want to learn how to read tarot. And even if you're already a tarot reader, I still recommend it because it will give you a lot of extra in-depth information. But even if you don't want to, you can actually rent just those classes separately about the court cards. Okay? So just so you'll know. Because I know a lot of readers get a little baffled when they meet the court cards, rightly so. They're confusing. It's one of the more challenging things to read in a reading, if you appreciate them, if you know that how many things they can mean. Okay, 2 6s and 2 4s. And 1, 2, 3. Interesting. Okay. So I have here Lovers, Hierophant, Temperance. Okay. And then we have the 3 court cards. And then we have Ace of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, 3 of Wands. 1, 2, 3. 2 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 6s. And the only card in this spread that doesn't have a repetition or connectivity is the 7 of Swords. So this energy of deceit and manipulation, which I don't always associate with the 7 of Swords, by the way, just in this case comes up, is just being left out, is being disregarded. But I do see some sort of escaping a situation. Some of you are leaving a situation quietly. Someone might be just phasing out, ghosting, whatever it is. Someone might be coming all bells and whistles. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, and then they just do the same. Stay on path, stay on course, Cancer. Keep building what it is you're building. Keep owning to your sense of value and worth and what it is you truly want, not with what is defined that you should want, but what you actually want. And something really beautiful will come along. There is someone in your life that is very, very scared of something. I'm not sure what it is. And again, Cancer, this could be you, right? But this person is insecure and worried and scared of losing you, and so they're gonna leave before they lose you. Interesting. If you're the one doing that, hold yourself together and don't do that. If there's someone you care about and you have feelings for, and it seems to be working out and starting and progressing, and then you go into a state of anxiety and insecurity and fear, and you're tempted to just, okay, I'm going to leave before they leave me, or I'm going to leave before I fuck it up. Don't. This is your make it or break it. You can do it. Push through the finish line. Keep going. Don't let the voices of your parents in your head tell you that you can't. It's your call. It's your decision. You decide what you can and what you can't. Okay? I see you really, really coming to terms with who you are this month and strengthening your faith in some way, shape, or form. Possibly writing down. I see some of you writing what you, like, making a journal or a memoir, or just like a book even that describes your world's view, your faith. This could be politics, this could be spiritual, this could be psychology, whatever it is that is your field, right? I see you writing down your thesis, and I think there's a lot there, so I'm encouraging you to do so. One, two, three, four, six. No fives. Fives is communication. Make sure to communicate your needs and your wants, Cancer, before turning your back. Just communicate. Just speak first, and then the person might surprise you, and they're going to be like, "Oh, I'm cool with that. That's sure." Like, don't keep it in your head, and don't make a big deal out of it in your head. Don't create a problem that doesn't exist yet. Talk to the person. See what they think. Okay, let's look into your extended. I'm going to use a different deck because these have two sides, and I can't then hide the cards or like not see the cards. So I'm going to use the After Tarot. So this is going to be a look into you and your person of interest for the month of April. And as I shuffle, just focus your energy on the deck. Show me love life for Cancer. Cancer and the person of interest, please. Cancer and the person for the month of April. Love for Cancer and the person. Love between Cancer and the person. Show me Cancer and the person. Focus. The month of April. Okay. Headspace, heart space, past, present, future potential for April. Okay, I'm going to show you the headspace. And then you'll figure it out. You'll figure out if you want to join me to your extended. You can find it below. Links. It's on Vimeo and Patreon. You can find it. I would really love it if you'll check out Patreon, because every time someone joins as a new patron, it just makes me happy. I love it there. It's great, and thank you for my patrons, and thank you to my channel members, and thank you to every single one of you who tunes in. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you being here. Let's give you a better. There we go. Okay. What you communicate, the Tower. I'm sorry, I'm here too. In the extended, you'll only see the cards, but right now, so we have the Tower, and your person has Judgment. Okay, so you're communicating that something is breaking down in your life, that you're going through something that you don't know what will be, and you have a sense of things collapsing, and in your head it's drama, and in your head things are going to fail, and in your head there's no trust, and some of you might burst, or let it all out, say everything to this person, and it might come out a little dramatic, so keep that in mind. The person has Judgment, so they're going to really understand what's going on with you and where they stand based on that, on this event and your communication, and they're also going to be super honest with you in return to where they feel they stand. Like, you'll say certain things and they're going to be like, okay, well, this is what I can do, this is what I can't do, this is what it means to me that you say that, they're going to be very, very direct, very truthful, very clear. Whether it's going to work out and it's good, or it's going to lead to separation, I don't know yet. I will unveil it and discover. We're going to see into your heart. into your hearts, your actions toward one another, where you feel you stand. This is um, dynamic outside your dynamics. I'm sorry, energies outside of your dynamic that affect each of you. I do know how to speak. I do. I also pull runes, so let's see what your runes are. There's a lot of drama, starting with drama anyway. It starts with drama. It's just the way you communicate. There's going to be, if there hasn't been already, there's going to be a really intense conversation. And everything is going to be out in the open. Love for Cancer for the month of April, please. Message from the runes. For love for Cancer. Rose in the reverse. Weird, the empty room. Gebo, key. And a hole in the upright. A hole or a gaze. Alright. Okay. Cool. I'm going to continue this right now. I hope to see you there. If not, I'll see you in any of the other reading. Watch your other placements, of course. This is for different placements or intuitively guided. Thank you once again for being here. Stay magic. Stay true. I love you. Oh, check out in the description box. You have Tarot Masterclass. You have Karmic Shift and Liberation. You have Patreon. You have Instagram. A lot of yummy stuff.